Imagine this, you just spent $1,500 on a brand new ultra premium laptop. It has a beautiful OLED display, blazing fast solid-state storage, and the newest processing architecture the industry has to offer. You take it out of the box, you boot it up, and open a few simple browser tabs to start your workday. And almost immediately, the system hesitates, the fan spins up. You click on the menu and it stutters. You open the task manager expecting to see a rogue application crashing, but instead, you see that your system memory is absolutely maxed out. Your CPU is spiking in the background, and your storage drive is constantly reading and writing data even when you're not touching the keyboard. You see, I wanted to know exactly why this was happening, so I spent weeks analyzing the telemetry data of modern Copilot PCs, and what I discovered is that Windows 11 is no longer functioning as a traditional operating system. It has mutated into a massive, resource-hungry AI parasite. Today, I am pulling back the curtain to show you the exact architectural changes Microsoft has made to Windows and how they are systematically killing your hardware performance from the inside out. My name is Josh, and this is Tech Mansion. Let's get into it. To understand how Windows is quietly suffocating your computer, we have to look at the foundational layer of this new AI push, the Copilot application itself. When Microsoft first integrated Copilot into the Windows ecosystem, it was a relatively lightweight tool designed to occasionally assist with search queries. But recently, Microsoft quietly restructured the entire application. They removed the highly optimized native interface and replaced it with what is essentially a browser in a box. Copilot is now a hidden, standalone instance of the Microsoft Edge web engine running continuously in the background. Think about what that actually means for your hardware. Web engines are notoriously heavy. By relying on a hybrid web app to power a core operating system feature, Microsoft is forcing your computer to constantly load and maintain hundreds of megabytes of rendering data in the background. If you're one of the millions of users running a standard laptop equipped with 8 GB of RAM, a configuration Microsoft and its partners are still actively selling, this hidden edge instance is cannibalizing a massive chunk of your memory before you even open a single application of your own. But the RAM drain from the Copilot web app is absolutely nothing compared to the hardware nightmare that is Windows Recall. Now, Microsoft markets Recall as an explorable AI-driven timeline. They pitch it as a magical photographic memory of your PC, allowing you to instantly find any document, image, or web page you have ever seen on your screen simply by typing a vague description. Just to flip the switch and turn this feature on, Microsoft's official hardware documentation dictates a draconian set of requirements. Your computer must have a minimum of 16 GB of RAM, an 8-core processor, and a highly specialized neural processing unit capable of 40 trillion operations per second. And the storage tax is even worse. Recall permanently reserves a massive portion of your internal drive, demanding up to 50 GB of free space just to manage its encrypted timeline files. It treats your daily workflow like a permanent surveillance feed. And even if you have the hardware to support it, the constant background process creates an endless loop of storage read and write cycles, silently degrading the lifespan of your solid-state drive while burning through your battery. In order to run local AI tasks instantly, the NPU needs to hold the artificial intelligence models, that's the massive mathematical weights that make up the AI, directly in memory. As a result, power users are reporting that the NPU would instantly commandeer gigabytes of your system RAM just to preload these background models. And here is the fatal flaw in the architecture. When you launch a heavy memory-intensive application of your own, like Adobe Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, the NPU often refuses to release that shared memory back into the system. The AI background processes hold your RAM hostage, creating a severe bottleneck for your actual creative work. The hardware you paid for is actively prioritizing Microsoft's AI agenda over your own applications. What if you completely avoided the Copilot PC hype? What if you built a massive custom desktop rig with a dedicated Nvidia graphics card? You might think you're safe from these AI attacks. Well, in June of 2026, Microsoft fundamentally changed their strategy. They realized that restricting their local AI features strictly to Copilot PCs was limiting their reach. So, they quietly published an update to their Windows Apps SDK, confirming that local language model APIs are no longer restricted to NPUs. They are actively bringing their Silica AI models to any PC equipped with an Nvidia RTX 30 series or newer graphics card. The only requirement is that your GPU must have at least 6 GB of VRAM. If it does, Windows can seamlessly download the Silica model directly through Windows updates and execute AI workloads natively on your gaming hardware. While this sounds like a great way to unlock new features, it introduces a devastating problem for power users. Graphics cards are already incredibly bottlenecked by VRAM. Modern PC games with high-resolution textures and complex 3D rendering workflows require every single megabyte of video RAM available just to prevent the system from crashing. By injecting local language model APIs directly into the GPU pipeline, Microsoft is actively draining your VRAM to power background tasks like text rewriting, automatic summarization, and prompt generation, which can be annoying. You are sacrificing your gaming frame rates and rendering times just so the operating system can generate an AI email draft you never asked for. This shift has completely exposed the fragile foundation of the AI hardware push. If the standard graphics card can execute these language model APIs significantly faster than the heavily marketed neural processing units, the entire premise of the Copilot PC comes into question. In fact, many PC hardware enthusiasts and industry analysts are now referring to NPUs as, quote, useless silicon. Because why waste precious physical space on a motherboard for a dedicated NPU when a standard discrete GPU handles the math vastly better? In my opinion, it is a fragmented, unoptimized mess. Windows has completely transitioned from a functional tool into a mandatory delivery vehicle for Microsoft's artificial intelligence ambitions by forcing edge-based web apps into the background, constantly snapshotting your desktop to an encrypted drive, and permanently locking down massive chunks of your shared system memory and VRAM. They are actively degrading the hardware that you actually paid a premium for. So, how do you actually stop this? You have to take your machine back by force. You can dive deep into the Windows 11 Group Policy Editor to manually disable Copilot and recall telemetry, or you can utilize highly trusted open source debloat tools like the Titus Tech Windows utility to strip out the background AI processes and reclaim your RAM. Or, for an increasing number of power users, the ultimate solution is just simply walking away from the Windows ecosystem entirely and migrating to a clean Linux distribution. I want to hear directly from you down in the comments. Have you actively noticed a drop in your PC's performance since this new AI integration started rolling out? And are you fighting them with debloat tools, or are you actually finding value in the local AI models? And if you want more uncompromising deep dive investigations into the hardware architectures and business strategies running a digital world, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. My name is Josh, and I have been your host in Tech Mansion, and I'll see you in the very next video. Be safe.